Hey everyone, it's Richard Solomon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where and when you're viewing this. Really glad you could join me. I wanted to make another video about this issue of motivation and being motivated. And I'm making it based on a question I got recently. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell so that you will be updated when new content comes out as often as I do put it out. All right, so I was asked a question recently by a family member, and that question was, are you working tomorrow? All right, so fairly simple question, yeah? And I said yes. And the conversation went on, and I was further asked, no, I mean, do you have client work tomorrow? And I thought about that. Of course, I answered the question, but I thought about that because that individual was equating my work with client work. And I think sometimes when you work as an entrepreneur, or you are a small business owner, or you run your own show, shop, consultancy, whatever it is, there can be this error that causes people to equate work with delivery. Let me explain that. I estimate that of the time I spend working, this is me as an individual, not my entire business, but me as an individual, I probably spend between 2 or 3 fifths of my time actually working with clients. And I haven't counted this, but this is just a guesstimate. 2 or 3 fifths of my time. What am I doing for the rest of the time? Well, a lot of it goes into finding the work, preparing to do the work, and managing the machinery that is the business. If you're just starting out, then more than likely you don't have a bunch of clients lined up waiting for you, yet you have work. I like to say if there were 8 days in a week and I got one day off, I could work for all seven, 24 hours a day, and always have work. Right now, I have several projects. I always have new projects coming down the pipeline. Some of it is client work, and some of it are other projects that I have decided, or we have decided, we should work on. So I can think about two programs that are coming down the pipeline very soon, leading for signature service. And let me just say, I'm very happy that we just finished our delivering signature service. It's completely done. The manual is done. I will have a copy in hand very soon. So I'm really happy about that. We've taken a competency and duty-based approach to service. So this is for the frontline people. So we've got leading for signature service coming out. We're going to get implementing signature service right on the heels of leading for signature service, and that will be implementing will be for executives. So that's going to be your C-suite, and maybe just one below that, those who are dealing with the strategy of aligning the business to the needs of the customer. So those are two projects. Of course, I've got my PhD going, so I have that going. And then there is the regular series of meetings that are always happening. Clients and would-be clients are calling for meetings. There are reports to be done. There are proposals to go out. There's follow-up to be done. And then there's all the admin stuff that one has to do. So work, there's never a shortage of work. The client work for me, maybe about 2 to 3 fifths of my time. But I'm always working. And that's the thing, you have to be motivated enough to be engaged and be involved in your business even when there isn't a client project. I can't tell you when last we didn't have a client project that we were executing. We have, for years and years and years and years and years, I can look back, and we've always had client projects that we're executing. Right now we have several client projects that we're executing. But you don't just work on those. You also work on all the other things that support those projects, that find you new projects, and things that you are interested in that you think that your clients and would-be clients would benefit from. For me, making this video is work. It's not hard work, but it's work. It's time that I take that in some way contributes to my community, in some way contributes to the work that I'm doing with clients or just in general. Yeah. And so that's a little bit of a reframe to be motivated enough to work even when you're not actually executing client work. This is Richard Solomon. Hope this was helpful. Just a little tip for you. See you soon.